All right, y'all ready, Christina?
Uno, dos, tres. Uno, dos, tres. Uno, dos, tres.
Dos, tres. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hive. I'm Eric and I'm here with my brilliant and beautiful wife, Nicole Hatch. Each week we sit down with folks in our expat community here in Merida, Mexico, and unpack why they left, why they chose this city, and what life looks like now. To everybody sitting here with us tonight, these stories will likely feel familiar, but for those of you out there still dreaming about change, tonight might be the push that makes you say less, I'm coming.
Period. That's right. This episode is called Life Feels Different Here because sometimes you don't realize what peace feels like until you finally taste of it. You get the taste of it, you know? Oh, we got that taste, honey. Hello. Today we're talking family, faith, fun with Christina and Bryson and the kind of courage it took for them to move their whole family across the border.
Exactly. Leaving isn't always neat. And for some, it's not just a move, it's a mission. Christina and Bryson did it with 4 kids in tow. And today, we're unpacking how they made it work so anyone out there thinking about a similar move can see what is possible.
Okay, so now fix your drink, just lay back, listen up, because I know we got to tap into the high. Episode 3, what life feels like
In Mexico.
in Mexico.
Today, we're joined by Christina and Bryson.
Yes.
Welcome to the Hive. Thank you guys for being here.
Welcome.
Glad to be here.
So take us back. Like, we know you're here now, but where were you before you got here? Where's that place?
Yeah.
So, me and my lovely wife, we're from Houston, Texas.
Okay.
I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. She migrated there by way of New York,
Migrated.
pretty much.
Yeah.
And we met in our early teenage years.
Yes. We met when we were 13.
Oh, wow.
How old are you now?
Preteen.
I'm 33.
How old are you now?
33.
33.
Good answer.
That's right, though. Low key.
52.
Wait,
All right.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
We met at a very, very young age and kind of like been best friends for sure ever since. Like
Okay.
always in connection since 13.
I love it.
And then truly started dating like 2021.
Okay.
I like 23, 24.
Lila was born when I was 24.
Yeah,
So that didn't make any sense.
that happened quickly.
Okay, it happened fast, but still.
The first
Yeah.
reunion.
19.
Okay. 19. Facts. I love that. I love that.
But this was in Houston.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
And so what is Houston like? I've never been. I'm from the East Coast, lived in the West Coast, but that spot in the middle I've never been to. I've heard so many things about Houston and Austin.
So, the Houston now is not the same as the Houston when we were younger, when we were kids.
Okay.
Houston now it's lit. It's the
Hot
it
spot.
spot.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be in Houston right now. So
Yes.
when it comes to diversity, when it comes to food,
Right.
when it comes to activities, nightlife, Houston has anything you're looking for around the world, you can find it in Houston.
Facts.
Yes.
When we were kids, it was more of a
Family kind of.
family, more of a secluded. There wasn't a lot of people. Pretty much, if you was born there or if you came there by way of military or something like that,
Right.
it was more so like that.
Yeah. Now it's just kind of the melting pot.
Absolutely.
People are coming from all over,
Yeah.
from other countries, from other states, of course, and they're all just landing.
I
It's a
feel you.
good landing zone. The prices are great. You get a large house for nothing.
Right.
Compared to West Coast,
Absol-
and
oh,
East Coast
absolutely.
prices. Houston is a good,
Meeting
I would
spot.
say, a good
Yeah.
meeting spot and a good space in the South. You got Houston or Atlanta, I
Right,
feel like.
right.
That's really it. Houston
feel
is far superior.
Yeah, oh,
But, you got one of the
okay.
two.
I love it. Yeah, I would say like when I was like in college, that's when I started hearing. Before it was just like because I lived in LA, so
Yes.
I would hear Miami, New York, DC kind of situation. And when I got to college, they were like, "Yo, Houston's popping." Like, wait, what?
I heard
And
the
so
same.
yeah, we had to
Out
go
of
down to
nowhere.
HL. Yeah, so we went to a couple and we're just like, okay, the food's bomb. What don't you guys have like the drive-through like Slurpees where you can get?
Oh, yeah.
No, like you can literally go through a drive-through and get like a full
Eskimo
hurricane,
hut.
like a whole like.
It's a daiquiri shop.
A but they tell
Yeah.
you, and then you drive off, and they be like, "Don't drink in the car," and we're like, "Huh?"
You better not
yeah,
drink it.
so yeah,
that's
it's the
the
best.
thing.
But yeah, that's dope. That's awesome.
So Houston is this perfect place,
Yes.
right? affordability, because Californians have been running to Texas
Crazy.
for a while.
Yes.
It's got fun and games, women, all of this stuff. Why leave?
Come on, interviewer. I see you. That's good. That's
Stop
thought-provoking.
Don't blow his head up. Don't blow his head up.
It's coming. No.
That's a really great question. So I think for us specifically, we really did everything so fast. Like, we had our house by age 24. We were done with kids by like 28, and we have 4 of them. So we lived the whole like suburban outskirt, white picket fence type of life for 7 years. Like, we owned our home for 7 years, and we were just like, we're kind of bored. We're kind of bored. So all of our friends are just now building their families, just now having kids and things like that. We're like, hey, we're ready to get up out of here.
Right.
We're ready to, we have to do something different because it was becoming very mundane.
Got it. And out of the country was that solution.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so it wasn't like another state. It was just pretty much just like, were you doing, of course, I know you was doing a research because I know my friend. My friend be like,
the aspirations grew pretty quickly.
the PowerPoint, right?
She wanted to go, originally move to California.
Oh, wow.
I had already lived in California. I lived in San Diego for 6 years. 5 years.
Nice.
And so I already knew prices outrageous. Taxes outrageous.
No, he's good.
And so that wasn't, I was like, no, I don't think we should do that. That's
Right.
And then it was, okay, well, how about Florida? We visited Florida. My in-laws, her parents, they got a house out there. We would go stay out there, peep the scene. And then, how did we get on possibly moving out of the country? We had a lot of roller coasters in a relationship.
Yes.
As do
Especially
all
so young.
relationships. And we got to a point where we were like, hey, where we're at now, we can't focus on each other like we need to.
Put you first, right?
And especially with adding 4 kids to the situation. So it's like, even when I'm not focusing on this, I got to focus on the kids. And we found ourselves putting each other on the back burner as far as relationships.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're like, we got to do something big, or we just gonna end up another statistic.
Very, very
Right.
Wow.
Wow.
And that's where
That was so
possibly
important.
leaving a country came into play.
Yes. And it was really, I think more so like, I don't know, just the way our life was set up, it was so different from everyone around us.
Right.
So we didn't have a real connection. A lot of our friends weren't married yet. And then you have like, our parents were like the only ones married.
Right.
And then you don't want to follow that.
Yeah, that
Just,
has the example. Of
you
it,
know,
right?
sorry, not sorry, but that wasn't really what
you
we
was.
were going for. I was a stay-at-home mom for like 10 years. You know, breastfeeding, all of these things were very new as just a black woman, and I'm not getting that from anyone. So
Right.
he's coming home from 12-hour work days.
Right.
I've been with the kids for 24,
Right.
so we're just like, ew, don't touch me, don't talk to me. We just want to be alone and in silence. And you know, that's just not ideal for a marriage. And when we like finally had a chance to get away, and we're like, hey, parents, we're leaving our kids with y'all for 2 weeks, split half with his mom, half with mine.
Right.
And, you know, we came out here to Mexico. We visited several different cities, before Merida. And we were like, yeah, this is it. This space is it.
That's
and
awesome.
so we visited in May, moved in October.
That's dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I remember, like, even when, let's fast forward to when you guys did come out here, you were by yourself with 4 kids.
Yes.
And she was handling, like, she was the handler. Like, come on. Let's go. And it was amazing. So how was that in regards to, what was that decision like? Because that takes a lot of courage for, especially, like, even just knowing Bryson right now, like, he's a very strong figure in your, you know, in the household. So for him to just be like, okay, I'm gonna stay, y'all gotta go.
Yeah.
What was that urgency, instead of like, because, you know, there's a lot of people that are still waiting, you know, we get DMs that are like, okay, we gotta get our house in order, we gotta sell our house, blah, blah, blah. But you guys were like, he's gonna sell, he's staying back, he's doing this thing, and you guys are doing it. So what was that like, kind of transition? What was that like?
So that was based more so around probably my wife's mental health. She is very much, once something is set, it's like, hey, let's make this happen before it doesn't happen, before it becomes a problem. And so originally it was like, okay, well, we're gonna wait till the new year.
Okay.
And then gradually it just became antsy. Too much energy for me to contain in the house.
Right.
So I was like, look, I'll take care of the business end of it. You know, we have a home in Houston, so I'm gonna find some renters. I'm gonna do some renovations around the house, get everything fixed up for somebody to move in.
Right.
It'll be easier for me to do that with y'all out the way anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So it was just a conversation that we sat down and had, put a timeline on it,
That's
and
dope.
Because it was more so like he was telling me, he was like, "Yeah, we can move," and I was like, "Okay, when?"
Uh-huh.
And he's like, "But we can't just you gotta wait for it." I'm like,
Right,
"But when? Like,
uh-huh.
I need a date on the paper so I can make my little calendar,
Right, and
check
make it
off my
happen.
little things,
Have a little PowerPoint.
have my PowerPoint
I know
presentation
what that's
prepared."
like. That sounds familiar. Can we move this week?
Yeah.
No.
That's me.
Exactly. Let's just get it done and
Ask
get it
me in
out
a
At
few
the
more
airport,
weeks.
right? Like literally, like, babe, April 1st. I was like, babe,
Exactly.
done. We ready? Yeah.
Exactly. So it was. I think I cried all the way up to the decision because you get so nervous.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I'm actually going. I don't know nobody there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm just
that's
getting
wild.
an Airbnb. Like,
Yeah.
what
That's
the
why
fuck
when I
is
think
going on?
back, it was just you
Yeah.
here that I was able to see with
Yeah.
the children.
Yeah.
Like plane ticket, doing
Yeah.
all that, hotel rooms,
Orbit.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you did that.
You
That's-
did that. You did that.
But I was like on the phone crying every night. Like, oh my God, what are we doing?
And how long was it you were here until Bryson was able to come?
it was about
6 weeks?
It was about a month and a half.
Mid-December is when he came. Yeah.
she got here right before
Halloween, yep.
Yep.
I met her right here. We met her here at La
I wanted
Plancha
to
without
make
our
it to this
babies.
one. I
Yeah.
wanted to make it to the
And
Halloween.
she was
trick or treat.
outside. We saw her all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the time. I was like, hey, girl. I'm just joking.
Right?
That was lit. It was so dope.
So
But it was perfect.
Yeah.
It worked out divinely. It was really good. I love
It's
it.
beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
we get a lot of questions and responses and all sorts of information, but people are saying, I think it's too hard for me because I've got to sell a home, or I got to pull my kid out of junior high school. They don't speak Spanish. They're finding these barriers too challenging to do what you did, and that's commendable. You did. I think what you did could help a lot of people to have the courage to say, okay, let me look at how they're living today and see how I can benefit from that, and if it's worth pulling my kid out of school, selling my house, or Airbnb in my home, whatever those things are. And that's why we're here. We're here to talk about those things because we have a lot of things that are in common, but I think the journey to get here is different.
Yeah.
And we want to hear that. But in the meantime, oh man, what is that?
What is that?
What?
Uh-oh. Did we stop? Or were we
What, is
going?
this a surprise?
I know. What's going on?
What's happening? I'm like, what? And then I see the pizza. I was like, what's going on?
I know. What is going
Pizza?
on? Come on, Glenn,
I did
share.
not get that at all. Like, in the meantime, a
yeah.
brand new car.
I know, right? Like, since we're talking about that.
Yeah. Like, okay, cool.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
This
I got
is
it,
so
I got it.
cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Ready?
Yeah. So
Yes,
we
before
we already dived in.
Yeah.
Just,
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, we are actually at La Plancha, the place that actually I met Christina.
That's a
we
lie.
we just have our community
You
here,
didn't
and
meet
it's
me.
been awesome, huh?
You didn't meet me.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
We met right here. We're at the event. And
No,
you
we
came-
didn't.
What did we meet?
Like rum punch brunch or something.
No, that was after. That was that Saturday. Because
What we do on Friday?
Friday was the trick or treat here,
Ah.
and you came with all the babies.
No,
See, you had the little skeleton. You walked in.
Yes. My
Don't
bad.
blame me. My bad. Don't blame me. Hello. Yes. But I do love, this is the thing too, like, although, yes, it sounds like, it could be chaotic in regards to you coming out here with your 4 kids. But let me tell you, I feel like she's living the biggest soft life. Like every time, I don't know if you guys follow her on Instagram or on TikTok, every
What is
time
that?
she's just like, huh?
What's that handle?
What's your
social?
Oh, at surviving_4 spelled out. FOUR.
Surviving 4.
I gotta change it.
But yeah, thriving. I like that. So I would just say, like, I just love when she always used to post, like, she get her nails done, and she'd be like, guess what, guys? This was $12. Like, look at these, designs or whatever the case might be. But it was just dope to see her thriving in the sense of, yeah, you're in Mexico and you're really like kind of you get to like stop and there's not so much going on and it's like able to just kind of feel feed your soul, feed you, and just it's been dope. So it's been great watching you guys. Yes, so awesome.
So let's fast forward to where we are today. We're in Merida. Merida is beautiful, has a lot of opportunity, a lot of peace, fun, family things going on. How has this journey been for you since you
So honestly, it's gotten easier.
Oh wow!
It was
Love that.
you know, the whole obstacle of actually leaving behind everything you know, all the people, family, friends, everything you're used to, and putting yourself in a new environment, not just like a new city or a new state, but a whole new country. Especially for me, because I speak muy poquitos Spanish.
Eric's at Ola. Ask him.
So when I first got here, I was very excited just to be back with my family. Very, very excited. And then I went through a phase of almost like, not depression, but like mourning. Like, you know, I miss this, I miss that, I miss this, I miss that. And then after I got through that phase, it was like, this is it.
Yeah.
It's a whole different culture, whole different way of life. It feels simpler. It feels not rushed. It feels like I'm not competing with people. Who got the best this? Who got the best that? It felt safe.
That's dope. Yeah. This is a black man saying that. It is. That's the beauty of that.
Anyways, I would kind of say the same thing for me. It's a piece you can't describe.
Right.
I really cannot describe it. Just the safety alone. Safety alone, where I feel comfortable to come out here by myself with 4 kids, walk around the park at night, you know, go to nightly events, get in an Uber by myself, drop me off in the house at night.
Right.
No one's batting an eye. If anything, people are going out of their way to be helpful. Like, it confuses me. I'm like, so you don't want money for this? And they're like, no, you don't want this. No. It's just kindness is first.
Right.
That's so different.
That's so different.
That's so different. I was telling someone the other day, even saying buenos dias, buenas tardes,
I
buenas
love
noches.
it. I feel like Mary Poppins.
What?
When I walk down there, I'd be like, Mary, oh my God,
Yes.
buenos dias.
Yes.
Buenos dias.
Yes.
Like, we cheers our coffees.
Exactly.
But yeah.
But that's so different.
Yes.
It's so different from the States. You don't talk to anyone. You have your headphones on and you keep it moving.
Right.
Like, don't say anything to me, please.
Right.
Because then I got to be in a conversation, and that's weird.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's rude if you don't say buenos. You know, like if you don't have
Exactly.
that connection with people.
Exactly.
Strangers. Like, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
I love it.
I love it.
So in regards to like the kids, like, so are you guys homeschooling or are you guys in school? What's kind of your day to day with them, or you know, do you guys have a nanny? What's the? I know they do, but yes. Tell us more.
Yes. Okay. So the kids have been used to being homeschooled their whole life. They went to school for a little bit while we packed up the house.
Right.
Like, that's literally.
You're an educator.
Yes.
You're an educator.
Yes. I'm an educator. Surviving for tutoring. Sign up today before the prices go up.
You need her.
I'm just kidding. No. No, but I'm an educator, so I'm out here tutoring, and my kids have been homeschooled their whole life. So it's not a big thing for us to hop back into homeschooling, build the curriculum. We do all of that. That's always been squared away, thankfully. And it's just a blessing to homeschool in general. It's really brought us closer as a family. But with that, we do have a nanny, Miss Shayla. I love her so much.
Yeah,
she's like
she's fun.
my nanny sister.
She's really nice.
She's really, really helped us to kind of understand Merida living and how things go, and how, like, I'm like, okay, oh my gosh, you know, I'm keeping you 8 minutes over tomorrow. You can come, you 20 minutes late. And she's like, girl, like, I don't care. She'll be at the house for an hour, 2 hours after work.
Right.
And just
hanging
chilling,
out.
just hanging out. She slept over the house the other day.
Yeah,
We went to
she's so
Belize.
cool.
Went to Selena last night. Like, we are besties. And so it's
cute.
just, it's interesting to see the dynamic between, well, just to have help. That is a big thing, and that is something that brings me to tears. Coming from a stay-at-home mom, which is its own luxury in a sense, but it is draining.
It's a lot of work.
Very, very hard.
It's a lot of
And when we think about why we went to stay-at-home mom thing, it's because daycare was too expensive when we had our first 2 daughters.
Right.
And so I was like, I'm not gonna go teach, and all my paychecks gonna go to daycare. I'm gonna stay at home and teach my own kids and raise my own babies, breastfeed my own kids, and things like that. And our kids also had a lot of medical issues, so it was like a blessing that I got to stay home and take our daughters to therapy, physical, occupational, all of those things, and we kind of just stuck with it. So having help here daily, full-time nanny is insane
Being able to afford
to
it.
say as a black woman, period. Just a black woman, period. especially a Black woman in America. And so to say, yes, I have this person that has become family. Like her husband is always over, like hanging out. We're all doing things together, and it's just that alone is just a blessing. So it's really, really helped. We haven't had to find any school or anything. So yeah, even though many of the schools are pretty cool, but we haven't had a chance to. Yeah, we haven't had a chance to do that. But it's okay.
Yeah, and you guys tag team, like, you know, teaching the kids and everything like that.
Mm-hmm. Get in there, buddy.
Yeah.
Wow. So it sounds like you left the perfect city for personal reasons, you know, to just kind of help to improve the relationship at home, and you found so much more on the other side. So it's not like is it an option? Do you need to go back?
Honestly, it would be very hard to go back. Yeah. I don't ever want to go back.
You just got back, right?
Yeah. I just got back. I had to go out there for a trip for 2 weeks. And
It's impressive.
I had to go out there for 2 weeks. I just got back, and like I said, the only thing I missed was my family. People around me, seeing my mom, seeing my sisters, my cousins. But outside of that, I was ready to go. I was like, first of all, every time I step out this front door, $100. Why?
Easy.
So expensive.
Easy.
Every time.
On chips and a drink.
Right.
100, please.
Chips and a drink.
So for us, I'll say it's not in the plans. It's not in the plans to go.
Yeah.
You know, with the state that the world is in, you know, who knows where it's gonna be in 5 or 10 years, but it's definitely not the plan to go back to the US.
Right. And I would say just being a large family, there are 6 of us, we have 4 children, like activities, things that they need, clothes, shoes, like all of those things really add up in the States. Thank God we've been able, you know, we've never went without, our kids have never been without, but they were limited in things that they could do. Like only our oldest daughter was in a competitive sport because that was $10,000 to be a competitive dancer. You know what I mean? Like,
Scam.
Love y'all, dance family, but scam. You're being scammed. And you know, now all 4 of our kids are in daily activities.
Right.
Like for pennies on the dollar. And I'm very transparent. I think both of us are. We're like, hey, our kids go to boxing 5 days a week, and they're there for 2.5 hours. It's $30 for the month.
$30.
For the month.
Yes.
For our 2 sons and my husband, because he goes up there too.
That's dope.
3 people. That's $10 a month.
That's amazing.
Our daughter's in soccer 3 days a week. That's like $35, $40 a month. Private swimming classes for our other daughter, $40 a month. Like those are things that now they'll be able to do.
Right.
When, you know, we were limited before. We were always just going to dance competitions like, all right.
I know, here we go.
Come on, girl,
Back
do
up
your
the
little
bar.
dance.
Right.
Come on. All the other kids couldn't do those things. So going back would really, I don't know, we've just gotten so comfortable. I feel like it would just do a disservice to our families.
It's not even right going back. It's
Yeah.
like, what? They have like places like the zoo that's free.
Yeah.
They have like Black Panthers and
Yeah.
White Tigers.
Everything kid related out here.
Like everything's kid. They have, first of all, April is Kids Month.
Mm-hmm.
No, like literally every day they have something for the kids that's free in
Mhm.
the city that the kids can do, and it's
Kind of like they love their kids.
yeah, and they love their family and
Yeah, like-
community
I think so.
and some crazy shit like
Something
that. I don't know.
weird.
Something, that's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why they do that.
I don't know. I always tell the story of when I came to the park with the kids for like, it was like my second day here, and a cop was like, girl, get off that swing. And I'm like, what? I was sitting on the swing for
Right.
like 2
Oh, they don't play.
minutes.
They don't play.
2
Yeah.
minutes. It was like, we saw you on the camera, get off
Yep.
that swing.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, bet.
Yeah.
My bad. Y'all must care about kids over here.
Right.
They do.
They really
They
do.
do.
Okay.
Yeah, about their fun. Don't break their swing. Don't do that. Yeah.
Exactly,
Don't do
right?
that.
I was like, come on now, bro. But yeah, they don't play that.
But speaking about the National Guard and police out here, how about they help you when they say hi? They you know, make you feel comfortable and not, hey, profiling you because of who you are or anything like that.
that
It's just
really
a whole
doesn't
nother,
make
and it's just, I mean, just for my husband, and I'm sure your husband too, like a Black man being able to just be okay and comfortable with the fact that, okay, life is okay out here, and I don't have to be on a swivel all the time. I don't have that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So,
I
it's
think,
beautiful.
go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
That's actually a major part
Major.
and another reason why I love it here. And I'm still transitioning. Like I'm still very, as a black man, it's ingrained in you, the stress that you feel around the police. You could be I could be driving and doing everything legal, and I'm still gonna turn my radio down, slow, make sure I'm exactly at the speed limit, and still be watching in my my rearview mirror, just because that's just how it is.
Right. Yeah.
And so being here and having conversations with the police, or I had a police officer stop in front of my house and got out and played catch with me and my boys while we were sitting in front of the house. And I felt weird about it at first.
Right.
I'm like,
wait a
okay. All right.
That's the
Throw the ball. He's like,
Yeah, I'm like, all right, you can go.
You say that again, just in case.
Yeah.
I had a police officer. We first moved into the neighborhood.
In Mexico,
He
not in Texas,
driving
in Mexico.
through the neighborhood, just making sure everything okay. He pulled over. He's like, oh, y'all new here. He's sitting out there having a conversation with me, throwing the football with my sons and everything, and I'm feeling like uncomfortable.
Right.
Like, okay, where is this about to go? Where my son's at? Where my daughter's at? Where is it about to go? And it was just genuine getting to know each other. And he was like, man, listen, y'all need anything out here. Like, I don't care if somebody park in front of your house for too long. Call.
Wow.
I'm like, okay,
I got chills.
That's different. And like my wife was saying earlier, just being able to walk through the city at night or walk through the city during the day.
Being okay with that, like,
just being okay with that. Not feeling like, I had a guy who pulled up, I was walking home from boxing, and a guy pulled up on a motorcycle. He pulls over to me and raises his helmet up, and my first thought is, it's a setup.
Right. Absolutely.
Who else out here with him?
Right.
What he finna try? It's a setup. And he was like, hey man, I just got here from Cuba. You look like you new here. Like, what's going on out here? And I'm like, man, I'm new here too.
Right.
And he's like, oh man, it's good to see somebody else out here that's new here. I'm just trying to get to know the place. We ended up having like a 10-minute conversation, and then he was just like, all right man, catch you later, and pulled off. And I'm like, that's not normal.
yeah,
It's not.
it's not.
It's not.
That's not our normal. That's not our normal. So the transition of going from feeling like you always got to be on the swivel to feeling like, okay, I can let my guard down a little bit. That's major. That's very major. And that makes me love it here that much more.
Wow. So, for the people in the audience that are convinced, they're like, oh man, I like Bryson and Christina, but can you help me? Like, what are some of the steps that you took, legal or whatever, to help you make that transition? Because it's different for everybody. Not everybody's got all of their affairs in order. Some people are halfway there, some people are not. So do you have some advice for people that you think is unique to your story that may help you get here?
So what I would think first is what I would try to tell everyone is to make sure your funds are in order, but they don't have to be that much in order. I think people get so nervous about, oh my God, how much you gotta save up, how much you gotta do, how much you gotta do. Baby, when you get here, you'll be fine, right? Like the plane trip is expensive. You know what I mean?
That's probably the biggest expense.
Exactly. But once you're here, you're here. So I always tell people to kind of think about $5K a month goes a long way. And we're a family of 6 and don't spend $5K a month. So that's like a figure to kind of throw. I would say just have that and maybe another $5K in your back pocket. You know, to help you set up and things. We stayed in an Airbnb for the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Afterwards, we went on Airbnb, messaged some guy and was like, hey, we like this little spot. Can we come see it?
Right.
And this was when Bryson wasn't even here. It was just me. And so I was like, hey, I like this spot. Can I come and see it? He said, yep. And instantly, 3 days later, we're moving in. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that hard to do. I don't know if it bleeps out the horn. I don't know. Should I keep talking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then also, a lot of people talk about the whole residency thing. I would say do it, because we didn't do it, and they got rid of the program that we were wanting to do.
Right.
Even though I think it's gonna come back, but whatever. So he left and went to Houston, so that covered him when he came back, and then I just went to Belize, because we've been here for 6 months so far already.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited. Hi. Hey. Hi. I love your glasses. They're so cute.
Don't take them off, girl. Be on the next podcast.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, right?
One thing I would add is don't let your mind talk you out of it. Because that's one of the biggest obstacles is getting too far in your mind. You're like, oh, I gotta have this, I gotta have that, I gotta have this. Oh, I'm gonna miss this. Oh, but what about this? What about that? Oh, I don't speak this language. When you get too far in your mind about it, all you're doing is talking yourself out of it.
The barriers are not as high as you think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A little research goes a long way. And once you start doing that research, you're gonna see, okay, this isn't, like you said, this isn't as big of an obstacle as I'm making it out to be.
Yes.
The biggest part is mentally letting go and saying, hey, I'm for sure gonna leave out of here. Give yourself a deadline, because when you don't, I learned this from my wife.
Yeah.
When you don't give yourself a deadline, things don't happen.
Right.
It becomes, oh, okay, well, next month. Okay, well, next summer, next Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, when I get this, give yourself a deadline. That way you have a goal to work towards.
Yes.
And don't talk yourself out of it.
Yeah.
Make up your mind and stick to it.
Come on, Bryson.
Yeah.
And if you do that, it's not as hard as people think it is.
Yeah, it's really not. Like, really, when you get here,
It is.
the community is so strong, it's so thick, you're gonna find your people.
Look at this. Look
You know
at
what
that.
I mean? You're
Right
gonna
here.
find your people. My kids
Yeah.
don't miss a Thursday. You know, like they really want to make sure they come and do these things, and you're going to have help here to figure out how to navigate. Join all the groups,
Yeah, we
watch
have
all
other
the
groups,
YouTube videos.
yes. You have to, and that's the thing too. That's I always say that you have to take that initiative. Like
Yeah.
when somebody invites you out, go.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and don't flake and do all that. Like literally, I see half these people 3 times a week or more.
Yeah.
Whereas in the States, it's like, okay, what's July looking like?
Yeah.
The first week, that's when we gonna get together, kind of thing. So I always say it's not it's no right time. It's just one of those things where you just have to go. And this life you have never experienced, so it's almost like you can't prepare for it, but you can't prepare for the peace. You can't prepare for like the culture and different way of life. And once you got that, you're gonna be alright.
Yeah.
You're gonna be alright.
It's a as U.S. citizens from birth, we're like brainwashed to think
Yes.
this is the only way of life.
Yes.
This is the best way of life. You leave outside of this country, everything is poor, everything is dangerous, everything is, not what you want.
Right.
But it takes you actually to leave from out of them walls to learn that the rest of the world is not what they telling you it is.
Yes.
It's not rob me, shoot me, kill me, rape me out here. It's not like that. But you gotta leave to find it out for yourself.
Yes.
Or else you just gonna keep getting fed the same news, keep getting fed the same politics. You're gonna keep getting fed the same stuff over and over from the day you born to the day you die, and you never gonna learn anything outside of it. And you gotta learn outside of that. Even if it's, I tell people all the time, even if you're going on vacation somewhere, going on a vacation to a 5-star resort on the beach
Right.
is not
That is
really
not-
visiting that city.
No, not even close.
Yeah. You went to that city. You went to Cancun or, like you said, Cabo. You've been to them places, but you went to an American style version of that
Right.
place. And it takes for you to get off of that to see what the culture and what the locals really have to offer you.
Very different.
Very, very different. I recommend that to people all the time, man. Go see that city. Go see that city. Now, I'm not saying go pick random places and
Right.
just venture
Do
out.
your research. Please
Do your research for
come to
sure.
Merida.
Yeah, just come here.
Let's go to Merida.
I can vouch for this city.
Yeah.
But yeah, you gotta see something outside of those U.S. walls, outside of the Houstons, the LAs, the Chicagos, Miamis, the New Yorks, all the major cities that we call the hot spots in the country that everybody is flocking to. Man, that's only 1% of the world.
And you're getting fucked. That's the title of this video. You are getting
It's all
fucked.
That's-
like the system,
You can bleep
the
that,
whole-
but you are.
No.
Like y'all in Houston, y'all paying $8, $9, $10 for 12 eggs. When I just got 60
Right.
for like $6 the other day.
Literally.
Yeah, I took a picture.
A dozen is 6. Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's like 62 cents.
Yeah.
Like,
Stop it.
I almost want to like how you guys have cash. I don't want to put my eggs. Like, come on.
I get eggs for
Stop
so
playing.
cheap out here that it's a part of every meal now. We eat
Right.
eggs.
Yeah, we just don't eat
Why
eggs.
not?
Right.
But also, speaking of that, our son was like very allergic to eggs in the States, and here he's eating eggs every day. I mean, EpiPen.
The food.
EpiPen.
Yeah.
Like the chicken was alive 3 days, 2 days ago. Maybe even the day of. Like, it depends. But everything's fresh.
Are you saying the food is different?
Yeah, the food.
The food is
It
cleaner.
might be like healthy.
Yeah.
Even eating unhealthy out here is healthier than what you eat in the U.S.
It literally doesn't have organic nowhere. You know how y'all be at Whole Foods organic? No,
Yeah.
like you can go to
No Trader Joe's.
None of that.
Put it like this: when you go to the grocery store, the eggs and the milk aren't
Out.
refrigerated.
They're not refrigerated.
That's when I seen that, I was like,
It was like, we're not getting those.
Yeah.
"What do you mean the? What do you mean the bottles of milk are on the shelf?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yep.
They don't have to refrigerate it because
so weird.
it's not going through all of that process,
All that bad
industry
stuff.
processes that they put all of our food through.
Yes.
All the pesticides, all that stuff. It's insane.
It's a beautiful thing. My mother came out here. I'm a mama's boy. 30 days after I got out here, my mom's on a flight. I'm coming.
Love you, Queenie.
I'm coming. And she came out here. She was out here for 2 weeks. And she made within those 2 weeks, she made the decision, hey, I'm finna, cause she went into retirement, she sold her house, she had an apartment because she didn't want to deal with house responsibilities anymore.
Yeah.
She was like, screw this apartment, I'm just gonna live out there with y'all for 6 months of the year and then live with your sisters back here
Yep.
for 6 months of the year.
Yep.
That's how quickly she fell in love with it
It's
out
so
You hear that, Mom?
Yeah, we just had Chad and Sonia come out here. We had some friends come here from LA, and they were headed to Cancun. And she was like, you know what? We'll just stop in Merida, whatever. When I tell you, after the first day, they were like, what was he saying?
I get it.
That's how we walked from we walked from our home Central Pico or whatever, and he was just like, I get it.
And this is every
I
day.
get it. And I'm like, this is literally our life.
Yes.
Like, this is real life.
Yes.
Like, sometimes on social media, be like, we flexing, but no, this is
Yeah.
real life.
Trying to show you
Yeah.
what it could be.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing. If we can do it, and we got 4 kids,
Yes.
you damn sure can do
For
it. If you got
sure.
1, 2, or 3,
Right.
you damn sure can do it. If you're
We got a
single
chef.
mom.
First of all, we got a chef that's affordable, and he's
We have a
amazing.
chef.
And he makes like the best.
I have a
Shout out to
nanny
our
and a
Nesto.
chef.
Shout out.
And I can afford it out here.
On our Nesto.
That's wild.
You said what?
I have a chef that comes once a week,
Yes.
cooks all of our meals for
Yes.
the week. We have a nanny full time, 5 days out the week, and most of the time she there on the weekend
It's amazing.
because she wanna be.
Yeah.
She wanna be, and it's all of, like you hear that and you think, oh, they must be balling. They got a lot of money.
We are not balling.
And it's affordable out here. It's affordable because it's their way of life. That's how they live out here.
Yeah.
Service is not a luxury, it's essential.
Yes.
They're very village minded. You know what I
everybody,
mean?
Like, we always be like, they care. Whenever we go to a restaurant and the food that we have, we just be like, yeah, they care.
Made with love.
Made with love.
All right. I'm gonna break
waitress.
this up because y'all just been
We're making this up. It's all a
been
lie.
so good all this time. Like nothing's wrong with this place, right?
Okay.
Like,
fair.
what are the problems? What do you not
Yeah.
like?
Mosquitoes, the heat,
Oh,
the mosquitoes and the heat,
It
the
is hot. It
mosquitoes,
is-
the mosquitoes,
Okay,
the
so
mosquitoes.
if you're in Houston and I'm talking to you, you know what hot is. So it's
Think of hell.
it's not too much worse than what it is to live in Houston during the summer. But it doesn't really get cold out here. So don't expect no winters, don't expect no
No, he's lying. When we came here to visit in the heat of June, baby, we did a little cute walk around. We came to La Plancha. We went to the free show they had. We took up our clothes and we left them outside on the balcony.
so
That's how funky.
my wife was a stay-at-home mom. My wife was a stay-at-home mom, so she spent most of her time inside.
Inside.
I work outside.
Right.
So
Okay.
summers for me, I'm outside 8-10 hours a day anyway.
It's
so
so
it wasn't.
type of heat. Don't
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would say this is how I say. I say Vegas. You know that 100+ degree dry heat in Florida had a baby, like a million of them.
But you know what?
The end.
You getting clean beach water, so it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. People in Houston, y'all know what Galveston water look like. Stop doing that to yourself.
Yeah.
The water is
Fecal
clean out here.
bacteria.
It's clear out here.
Yes.
You can see your feet.
Right.
I'll take some heat for that.
Little
I'm still struggling
photos.
with that.
You gotta have to sell them
Yeah.
in the water, like
Girl, fresh patty.
yes. No, $8.
Come on now.
Pedicure,
Yes.
$8.
Yes.
Lashes,
Come on now.
$20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So-
A good set.
Full set.
So,
Come on, Karenina.
We've talked to some other couples out here, and I don't want to forget the kids. I want to dive in a little bit more about the kids because a lot of us got children, right? So, have any of your children told you or done some things that they've never done before, and you're seeing them sort of operate differently in this new environment?
I would say yes. When we first got here, Roman's first words when we walked in the Airbnb, and I was so thankful to get on video, he says, "Thank you, Mom. I needed this." And I was like,
Wow.
okay, you're five.
Still don't know what he was talking about.
Yeah, we were like, what? He was dead ass.
Their
Yeah.
souls are just so,
He was dead ass.
That's so good.
But even with their language acquisition, their nanny does not speak English at all. I don't want an English speaking nanny. I don't want one that knows it at all.
Right.
Because how are my children going to learn? My kids she can speak a full paragraph, and they're like, "Oh, mommy, she said da 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 blah 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 blah."
My daughter, my youngest daughter, who spoke no Spanish when she got here, she's now a translator
Yeah.
Yes.
between me
Duolingo
and my
is lit.
nanny.
Yes.
Yeah. She 8, just
She's
turned
so
8.
good.
Just turned 8. And my nanny will say something, and I'll be like,
Get.
That's his favorite.
Wait a minute. Get.
and my daughter, she'll have her headphones on, and she'll be like, oh, she said that such and such, and she gonna be leaving at 5. Like,
That's
what?
dope.
Yes, yes. But even the community with the kids, like finding our oldest,
Right.
having her little group of friends, our little girls around her
growing up.
same age, wanting to hang out. There's a thriving teenage community. Our kids aren't in that age bracket yet, but everything is going well. The boys are fine. They're young, so
Yeah. They're having a good time.
yeah, they're with each other, but they're fine.
So this is my final question. I don't know if you have one for them, but how has this move affected your love life, and the way you think about your spouse?
so I can speak for me, and I actually had to have this conversation with my wife at one point because I was like, listen, I'm like up under you. Because it's like, I feel like everywhere I look, I'm like, where my wife? Where my wife? Where my wife? Where my wife?
Yeah.
And so I got so attached when I first got here because, you know, when you up and you leave someplace, now truly all I have is you.
And I was outside.
And because she came a month and a half before me, she had already made all of these connections.
Yeah.
Like she said, she was outside. And so I come after us, and now I'm feeling like a little lost puppy because now I'm just following you everywhere. But going back to what you said earlier, when people invite you out or their events out, you have to go. You have to network. So as far as me and her, I feel like it brought us closer. Do me and her still disagree? Yes.
Yeah,
It's
we're in an
just-
argument right now, but look at us putting our game face on for this interview. Because I know I ain't talking to you in the next 3 minutes when this is over. I'm still
That's just that's just our nature. My wife is very spoiled, and sometimes telling her no,
because she
Yeah.
the G-Wagon. Like, what
Yeah.
you mad about? Like, you know,
very
like-
spoiled, and sometimes telling her no leads to me getting a silent treatment.
No.
And that's I don't think that'll ever change because she's always gonna want what she wants, and I'm gonna always have to be like, hey, listen, that's not right now. But outside of that, I feel like my internal love for her has grown because now I get to actually sit back and watch. I get to see her live. I don't have to sit back and worry about, okay, well, I gotta go to work, so I need you to do this to the kids. I need you to be over here at doctor's appointments, all of this, and while I go out here and provide. I get to sit back and actually see her enjoy. She loved phenomenal educator. And not just phenomenal at it, passionate about it. Never seen anything like I haven't seen one person that this woman has taught that did not love her. And so now I get to actually witness it instead of being focused on what I gotta do. I gotta do this. I have time to sit back and enjoy her. And that's a beautiful thing.
You can't still be mad at that.
That's so sweet.
No. But like I think one, I'm just so grateful to have a partner who's up and willing to be like, all right, you're not living your best life. Your mental health is effed up. We're not on the same page as husband and wife. We're spending no time together. All right, yeah, let's do this.
Right.
Give me a little bit. Give me a little PowerPoint.
Right.
Give me a little PowerPoint. What's the figures? You know? What's the money like? Let's go with it. Yeah, exactly. And he's like, if that's what you want to do, let's do it. Like someone who we're able to trust each other with big decisions. And that a lot of people cannot say that. I can trust you, big decision, small decision. We're gonna make it work either way. So now it's just us. We have no help, you know, from family and whatever out here. So we rely on each other a lot more. And just to even see him interacting with the kids, he didn't have time to be around his kids. Literally, it's bedtime. We ran a tight ship.
Right.
It's bedtime. You know, he's coming home 8 o'clock. They heading to bed. Bye, Dad.
Right.
He's off before they wake up.
That's not okay.
So to just see him, I'm like, oh wow, you're taking the boys boxing. Oh wow, you're gonna take Kaylee to soccer. Oh wow, you're gonna take Lyle to swim. It's a beautiful thing to watch him. It's more. He has to break down. He's still in the process of shedding.
Yes.
He's still in the process of shedding just what it's meant to be a black man for the past 33 years. So watching that and watching him handle it so authentically, really, because it's not a graceful experience. It's hard. And to watch him do that. Ooh, and have to sit with it.
Yeah.
You ain't got nothing to do. You gotta sit with that.
Yeah. That's a
Ain't
major.
much to do.
It's quiet.
That's a major thing.
Go. Now you like, wait a minute.
Yep.
Okay.
And that-
all right. Yeah.
That's a major thing with out here. Not only are you gonna learn to love each other more, but you're gonna learn who you really are.
Right.
Because in the US it's just A, B, C, D. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Even on your off days, you got something to do. But here, because life is slower, you have time to sit with yourself.
Right.
And think about, why am I feeling this feeling? Why am I feeling this feeling?
Right.
Why did she say that to me and this is how I'm taking it when I know she didn't mean it?
You know she didn't mean that.
Yep.
And that's it gives you time to reflect.
But you know it didn't come from a malice place. Like,
Yeah.
That's my dog.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let me see what's going on. Yeah.
But in America, it's so easy to be like, oh, I'm mad about it. I'm gonna go to work.
Right.
I'll talk to her when I get back.
He's at 3.
Hi, babies. Hi. Hola. Oh my God. Hola. I don't know.
Oh, Beyonce. Beyonce. Jay-Z.
See, Beyonce. Is that bad money? Yeah, Sierra.
Hola, Julio.
Nice to meet y'all.
It's like, it's so sweet.
Oh my God, y'all are so sweet.
See what I mean? Random kids just coming up like, hey, how y'all doing? This is my
They
name.
like literally
Nice to
practice
meet
their
y'all.
English.
I know.
That was just the cutest thing. Oh my gosh, yeah. That was beautiful.
They were excited.
Just welcoming from birth. Like,
Yes.
just to walk up. Our kids don't do that.
Yeah.
That was random. Like,
That was
seriously,
random.
like,
That was
so
that was
that
authentic.
so beautiful.
That just made my whole night.
Yeah.
Yes. yes.
Right.
But-
Got to debrief the babies.
Uh-huh.
You know? Oh, right. Come on in.
Ice cream after
But,
They were
uh,
so cute.
To wrap that up
Yeah.
and finish answering your question, it has definitely bought me or shown me or given me a different perspective and level of not just love but respect for my wife.
Oh, he don't want to be in a doghouse, honey. Hello. Yeah.
That's fine. He's finally seeing a baddie in her true form.
Is this every day?
Yeah.
This is every day. Yeah.
Every day.
Go out right
Yeah,
You know
every
what
day.
it is.
He
You know
would
what
just
it is.
honestly, like we were so far disconnected. Like he would just watch my Instagram stories like everybody else. Like, oh, what'd you and the kids do today?
Uh-huh.
I was watching.
Really it.
Yeah.
Literally, I was watching my wife and kids' life through Instagram
Wow.
While he was
while I was at
working.
work.
That's loud right there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So sad.
Oh my goodness. They are so cute. Yeah.
Bryson, Christina, thank you for bringing your full selves here today and sharing your stories. Stories like yours don't just inspire, they shift perspectives.
Yes.
This is why we're having these conversations.
Thank you.
And thank y'all for being so welcoming. And and putting all of this on, doing everything that y'all doing, everything y'all got going on, the whole movement, and welcoming us into it with open arms. We really appreciate that.
What you see online about the Black Merida experience is real, it's true, and it's authentic, okay?
And
it is.
Hey,
We'll have community
come see for
out
yourself.
Here.
Come see for yourself.
What Shook Knight say?
Shook Knight.
Y'all in a video. Come and death row. I'm just joking out. Come out here, y'all. We love not that death row, but no. Come out to Merida is the place to be.
Yes.
Black Merida experience is authentic. And we have built that tribe, and it's just been growing and growing, and we just, man, God is good, y'all.
Yeah,
God is
we'll
good.
see you here next.
Hey, I'm gonna go dance. Oh, I can talk? Oh, man.
Oh,
All right. Me? Oh, sorry. Hola! Just decide you're coming, big plan or no plan. The moment you do, there's a whole community ready to welcome you by name and celebrate you with touchdown.
do you want to say
Come for a
something to the
season,
people?
Stay for a lifetime. Either way, you got the family here.
Do you like
And go to
Merida?
www.blackmerida.net.
What do you like most about Merida?
www.blackmerida.net.
Mérida es mejor porque...
Mérida es mejor por la tradición. Porque roban mucho, pero roban mucho. Porque es el primer estado en el que muchos pueden vivir. Es el mejor estado, más seguro.
Oh, yeah! I understand! It's the safest city! Get out oh my God! Not to put no trans city, it's the safest city!
Thanks for tuning in to Hive. If today sparked something in you, don't just keep it to yourself, share it. Ask questions and tap in. You can find us on social media, join our WhatsApp group, or connect with the community anytime at blackmerida.com. We're here and we're building this hive with you. And if you're in the Merida area, meet us at La Concha Park every Thursday. Don't forget our official website launches on May 1st, 2025. Be one of the first people to explore, contribute, and shape what this community becomes. Until next time, keep plotting, keep scheming, and keep turning dreams into departure days.
It's so hard to